give thanks? Today, I'm here at the Sonshine Soup Kitchen exploring exactly how Derry gives thanks in so many different ways. Let's check it out.
You should sit at this desk for a couple of hours. It's just overwhelming because every day, people send us checks in mail. They walk in with food, and they're anonymous. They walk in, they give it to us, and they walk out again. And that's all day, and it's every day, and they're from all over. It really is. It's this is one way the heart of Derry is being poured out in compassion. It really is overwhelming. We're very grateful. All of us here work here are just grateful to be here and grateful to be a part of what Derry is doing.
For those of you who may not know, what can you tell us about the Sonshine Soup Kitchen?
The Sonshine Soup Kitchen is an interfaith community that reaches out to people who society seems to have forgotten. Sometimes the homeless, sometimes the addicted, the alcoholic, sometimes people that are just lonely or elderly and don't have that companionship for an evening meal. It's a beautiful thing to be able to come into these people's lives and help them in such a gentle, basic way.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's about the fundamentals.
Absolutely. That's the most fundamental type of ministry, is giving a drink of water, giving a meal.
That's excellent. And I understand that besides making soup and meals, you have other services?
We do. And one of my favorite, as development director, I get to go out to other organizations and find out what they are doing that I can refer my guests to. For example, I bring in pamphlets on energy assistance, on Medicare open enrollment, where the AA meetings are, and they're always well received by my guests, our guest. I'm sorry, I take it personally, by our guest, and I feel like it's really helpful to them.
That's really wonderful. Now, I saw downstairs you deal in more than just food.
Absolutely. We have personal care products. We have clothing, a limited amount. We just keep it to seasonal because our space is very small. We have written grants for fresh fruit and produce, so our guests can bring that home. We also have a grant for breakfast items. So our guests have a lot of opportunity to use our services.
That's wonderful. I even saw toiletries, basics.
Yes, personal care items, toiletries, basics, toothpaste. A lot of times in the little personal size, like you would get in a hotel room, but that's great because if somebody's homeless or living in a hotel, that's the size they need. It's not that we're being stingy, it actually serves them better.
That's wonderful to know how to really serve the demographic that's needing these items.
We do actually have homeless people in Derry, and it's heartbreaking. I wish I could tell you more, but we never divulge facts about our guests, but we do have homeless people, and we do provide emergency kits, backpacks with emergency things for them if they need them.
So what is the range or the radius that you serve?
Oh, we have a large watershed. Chester, Londonderry, Salem, Wyndham, all around. We even have gotten some from Manchester, even though there is a soup kitchen up there. We have a big area, and we also get support from that big area. The towns give donations as the government, And businesses, their generosity just overwhelms me.
Well, it sounds like your outreach is a great way for all sorts of people, whether it be individuals or businesses, to give thanks in Derry and to give back. That's really wonderful.
Well, I can tell you it is wonderful, and we are really thankful on behalf of our guests that you are helping us to give and give and give. You know, in this video, it's great. Thank you, Tiffany. But you're not going to see some of the things that we see here as employees. You're not going to see us praying on Monday together as employees and being thankful for your gifts. You are not going to see the looks on the people's faces when we're able to give them a gift card to go get gas or to go get groceries because you gave a donation. There's so many things that you won't actually see, but let me tell you, it's here and it's a beautiful thing, and thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. That's exactly the spirit in which we want to share for giving thanks. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to share from your heart?
Just a giant thank you to all of you who have donated and continue to donate. You can contact me anytime at director.sunshinesoupkitchen.org. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Marilyn. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
So what is one of your favorite things about working here at the Soup Kitchen?
My favorite thing is when volunteers come in who've never been here and don't understand it, go home really well educated as to those who come in and who are served. We invite these people in to eat. They didn't ask us. We invited them. So for volunteers to go off understanding that this is a service we offer, that people aren't expecting it of us.
I love how you put that, how you invited people here. So what are some of the stories as far as the spirit of the Soup Kitchen that have really touched your heart?
People who have come that I've seen out in the regular world who did have jobs, who got laid off and now don't have jobs, and they come here to eat. The idea being that it could be any of us sitting in one of those chairs someday. You never know what can happen to your life.
Well, I am here today with Linda German. Linda, thank you so much for letting us speak with you about the kitchen. So I understand you have a real heart for this outreach.
Oh, absolutely. I've always thought there's no excuse here in America for anyone to unwillingly go hungry. Anyone who comes to us for a meal, we have just two requirements. No paperwork, not a bit. The two requirements are sobriety and good behavior in the dining room. That's it.
Very simple, very simple. So I understand that you offer your services not just around the holidays, of course, but year-round?
Oh, absolutely. People are hungry every day. Though they don't always verbally express it, we know there is such a strong tide of gratitude in our guests when they come up and give you a hug and say thank you, whether it's at Christmas time or just out of the blue. Wow, that's really special.
Welcome to our new building, Tiffany. I hope you can make a comparison to what you saw in the other spaces that we're in, all three of them, to what you see here, and see why we think that this might as well be a palace from our viewpoint. We are so happy and so grateful to all the businesses that are donating their services to help us bring this up to speed. This was a fixer-upper for sure, and we are very, very thankful. We love it. If you'll look straight ahead here to the left as you come in, what you'll see there will be our new clothing closet or clothing cupboard, which works very, very nicely. It's much larger than what we have now, and it'll be solely dedicated to our seasonal clothing items. If you notice, there's a ramp going down by the clothing closet or cupboard, and at the foot of the ramp is a door which leads to our handicapped restroom. We are so excited for that. We have not been handicapped accessible at any time, and this will give more people an opportunity to take part in what we have to offer.
I'm here at the Sonshine Soup Kitchen's new location, future location, with Jerry Daigle, contractor. So Jerry, can you tell us today more about how you're helping give back through this project?
Okay, my wife and I have been involved with the soup kitchen many years. I say 25, 30 years. We enjoy coming here. I am donating my time to supervise the job as a general contractor. And I'm enjoying the work. I retired a couple of years ago, and I'm enjoying this. It gives me something to do.
And this is how Derry gives thanks.
I'm Nick Delatois, and I'm here at the new location of the Sonshine Soup Kitchen here in Derry. Having something like this in our community and being able to support the kitchen is incredibly important to me. I grew up in a single parent household, and I moved around a lot, and we always struggled, and we were on assistance. And as an adult, I've had my own roller coaster ride of ups and downs and twists and turns, and myself, I've had to use public assistance numerous times. Most recently is 2 years ago. And I think a lot of people don't really understand the tools in which are available to them, nor do they see what's available and happening in our community all the time. Derry has a really wonderful heart, and we try really hard to support each other and lift each other up. And the ladies here at the Soup Kitchen do a fantastic job of supporting the people here in our community.
This is going to be our wonderful kitchen. Now, all the cooking and the cleanup will be here, dishwasher, stove. The big range that's on the other side of this room will be in here. 2 big ovens, and it was donated. It was a very large basket of manna from heaven, by the way, with that thing.
What you're hearing is actually a soundtrack to how Derry gives thanks with the new Sonshine Soup Kitchen building. And in fact, here we all are, Linda, Marilyn, Christine. Come on over, Christine. We're gonna say hi. It's a beautiful symphony.
We have many groups that come here to help us, from churches to school groups to personal neighborhood groups who put a group together and come help. So each night of the month we have a group that comes in to cook the meal and help us. We also pull approximately 12 a night from the local area who come in to assist the group, and they do everything from setting up the dining room tables to prepping the meal, cooking the meal, serving the meal. We serve the meal to our clients restaurant style, and we're very proud of that. We treat them as our guests. We have volunteers ranging from 12 to 80 years old that come in, and we find something for them to do. They love coming here. They generally always have a great experience here, just seeing the joy of our clients when they receive a hot, nutritious meal. Sometimes it's their only meal of the day. So our volunteers take away joy of serving others in a need, a great need that's here in the Derry area of people who don't have enough food to eat.
Throughout these past 4 years, I've had the privilege and honor of getting to work alongside many of the board members and the volunteers and the people behind the scenes who make the Sonshine Soup Kitchen run. They're some of the most efficient, creative people I've ever met and worked with. They truly have a passion that's similar to mine about giving back And the statistics, they don't lie. The amount of people that they help each month, every year, is amazing. And without them, Derry would be worse off. The people in the community would be worse off. And they just are such an asset to the community. And it's a privilege to work alongside people who have similar passions and similar work ethic, and give good.
Bread, one of the first things families are welcomed with when they enter the FBC Community Food Pantry. Well, I'm here at the FBC Community Food Pantry, exploring how they give back to the community.
Well, the food pantry has been here at the corner of Crystal and Broadway in Derry for about 28 years, and we have found that there's just as much need now as there was over the years. Judy's been here for most of those years. I haven't been here that long, but the food pantry is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, and we serve about 150 families per month, which comes out to about 300 to 400 individuals.
Oh wow, that's a lot of people. So how can people help?
We depend on individuals and groups each month to fill our shelves. Judy has a task of making sure that there's enough food to go around for all the folks that come and need some help. So we receive donations of food. People will leave it on our porch here and it gets put on the shelves. The schools will take up collections, many groups, many individuals. Some will make financial donations. And those come in real handy when there's an empty spot. Some of the staples go really quick. I can think peanut butter in particular goes really fast.
I can imagine.
But when we get those empty spots on the shelves, then Judy will go out and have to purchase food. So those financial donations come in real handy to be able to go out and purchase things that we're missing on the shelves.
That's really wonderful. So what kind of things are you finding yourselves in need of during this time of year, Thanksgiving, the holidays?
Well, we need cranberry sauce, we need stuffing, anything that you would put in for Thanksgiving dinner.
I see. So
Yeah.
what kind of special things are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
We're packing up a basket for the people that come in. They'll have a turkey and all the fixins.
That's wonderful, so they can enjoy an intimate family meal at home. And that's a wonderful thing that you guys are providing, since not everybody can afford that at this time of year.
You did quite a few of them last year. I know you were surrounded by bags last year.
Oh. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's fun. We always have a lot of help giving them out, helping take the stuff out to their cars.
So about what is the radius that you would say that you serve in terms of the community?
We serve any residents of Derry are welcome to come. We also do surrounding communities. There are, I don't know how many in all, Judy?
I don't know. Londonderry, some of Salem, some from Windham. We try to tell people that they should really go to their town first, and that, we're kind of a backup.
Sure.
I've never seen Judy turn anybody away. Anybody who comes goes away with food, and sometimes they go with food and information. If there are other food pantries that they can tap into, they always get that information as well, but nobody walks away empty-handed.
That's very generous, keeping with the spirit of your operation. That's great. So food and information.
We had a guy from Arkansas last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He's a long way from home. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure with an operation like this, you have stories that have touched your heart. Is there any story that you'd like to share with the community today that has really resonated with you?
We had a mother and her son come in. This was a couple of years ago, and he was probably 5. And so I gave him the food, and then I had a little toy that I gave him, and he saw what we had for food, and he came over and he grabbed me around the leg and he said, "Bless you." So it was like, oh,
That's so sweet.
gives me the shivers.
Oh. So that's what the Spirit generates. That's how Derry gives thanks in more than one way. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, we are looking forward to a move in the next couple of months.
Oh, really?
Because as much as we enjoy this location right here, it is a little bit cramped, and we're going to be moving just a couple doors over, same building, but a couple doors over, so Judy will have more space for more food so that she can help more people.
Oh, that's really wonderful. Well, Judy, Debbie, thank you so much for speaking with me today. Well, it's been so very uplifting to speak with both the Sonshine Soup Kitchen and the local food pantry here in town about how people are giving thanks and how the community is giving back. For Derry Community Television, my name's Tiffany Dunyan. Thank you so very much for watching, and happy Thanksgiving.